So here I got a 5-door Tyler case that needs a defrost heater. To do a defrost heater, the case should probably be empty because you got to shut it off and you got to remove all the bottom panels and probably the first few bottom shelves too, make it easier. Back up here in the motor room, I'm gonna valve off the circuit, which is 4A, but 4A also goes to 4 other cases. There's 5 total cases on the line, but I have to shut it down one way or another, and I can't really access the computer very easily, so this is the easiest way for me. Okay, my little work area over here. I need to disengage the fans. So I'm gonna look for the wires or the circuit that's pulling a little bit of amps. I think that's it. I think that's my fan circuit. Now you could also pull the schematic for the model of the unit online, and it'll show you right here the fans come into number 7 and also L2. Yep, it was. It looks like my fan's on number 7 and number L2. So I removed power from my fan leads so that I can safely cut them here. I need to put this big fan shroud somewhere and move it. Looks like it's in my way. Now here's all the ice I got to battle with. So what I ended up doing was lifting up the fan shroud and supporting it by setting it on these brackets right here so that it wouldn't go anywhere, and I screwed them down to it. You can kind of see it sitting there. But I got that out of the way, and I had to spend like an hour washing this stupid ice away. I had to do that before I could even get started. And after I washed it for that long, I like to go back and turn it back on for a little while, every once in a while. If I have the whole circuit off, the rest of the cases, I need to make sure that the product in there don't start melting, especially if it's ice cream. So I'll turn it back on periodically and keep it cold. Now once you get the stupid thing defrosted, I think I did a video about the other one. I did one of these, no. What's that one? I did that case like a year ago maybe. I thought I did a video on it, maybe I didn't. Oh no. But these things, they're supposed to pour right out. Notice how there's a bunch of water inside of this case, and that's what you got to deal with if you have a drain that's not working and you're having to wash the case. So, got to get the drain working before you wash it. Yes, it just slides out. Man, you guys ain't gonna believe the bullshit I had to go through to get this old freaking thing out. I had to cut it into little pieces because this right here, this piece right here, it was hung up back in there, and I could not get it to come out, like not at all. I pulled on it and I kept pulling on it, and no matter what, I couldn't do it. These things here hold this freaking defrost element down onto this tray. You guys see this tray? This tray slides underneath the unit with the defrost heater attached to it, and all these little brackets fell off, and these are the stupid screws that hold it, and these are the little holes that they're supposed to go in, and it's just a shitty design. So it took me long enough to find them, but I found these, right? So I can redo it, and then come to find out the stupid hole is too small. So I'm like, oh my god, and I gotta walk all the way back up to my truck again. And so I got this, I'm wallering them out so that I can fit stupid screw and nut through it. Put these damn bracket on, put it back in there, put it back together so I can get the hell out of here. I would record it, but I don't have 3 hands, so I'm gonna waller them all out with this. Alright, there we go. It's going together. Stupid damn heating element. Alright, well there it is. I don't know how good you can see it, but that's it. So then once you can wrestle and mangle this piece of shit in here, you just freaking slide it right under, you know? Slide it right under. Well, I don't want to melt my freaking wire. Push my wire out to the side like that. I guess. Huh? Right? Yeah, I guess so. Otherwise, I'll have melted wire. That's stupid design. So I was thinking that this would really not be that difficult because I did this one last year, you know, across the hall, across the aisle, and I think I was out of there in like an hour. But I ended up getting it back together and running, but the next day they called it in again, reported as not working. But what I ended up finding out was that my case was actually working just fine. To understand what was going on, we've got to understand that there's 5 cases on this circuit, and that those 5 cases take an average temperature. Each case reports a temperature back to the controller, and the controller takes those 5 numbers and averages them. And as it does that, that's how it operates, and that's how it turns the system on and turns the system off, or the circuit. So if you have a case that's reporting a higher temperature, that's not working good, it's going to report a higher temperature back to the controller. Therefore, because it averages, it'll cause the ones that are working good to actually run colder than the set point. And you'll have that kind of anomaly going on. So to resolve it, you've got to find the problem, the case that's causing the problem. And in this situation, on this circuit, we had 3 cases that had a fan out. These fans were actually, 2 of them were actually on the same cavity that the temperature sensor reporting back to the controller was in. Fortunately, they were all just needing to be getting a better connection at the electrical plug, so I made some adjustments to it and got them to connect a little bit better without replacing the connection or replacing the motor. If it causes trouble again, then maybe I'll replace something else. But got it back up and going, and well, that was about it. So this one was a pain in the ass, but it can be done. I'd rather do this, I think, than to do a compressor. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. Check you later.